There's no two ways about it. Politics is a dreadfully dirty game. I'm sure everybody who's watching the show today will agree with me. It doesn't matter which part of the country, the world, whatever you are, it's all skullduggery, isn't it? And it's all about the promises they're going to do to make your life, my life, better. If only they were given the opportunity to get inside, of course, get your vote and, of course, show the world what kind, sharing, caring people they are. Politicians, in my opinion, let me tell you, are very strange creatures. Having worked and met with many of them over the years, I can tell you one thing, they're all about themselves. Well, almost all of them. Current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Rishi Sunak, well, he made a huge misstep by, of course, deciding to leave early this service for D-Day over in Normandy, alongside, of course, our wonderful monarch, His Majesty the King, King Charles III. But you see, as I say, politics is a very strange game. He apologised, and let me tell you, I can tell you something a little bit more inside. There's more to that story than meets the eye. There was a reason, not just the televisual interview, why Mr. Sunak had to get back to London. You know, there are other things going on in the world, sometimes for our benefits, let me explain. But it's always refreshing to see the other side attack, you know, particularly when they come in the shape of this particular individual, Labour's Emily Thornberry. Now, I've met Emily Thornberry on a number of occasions. A very strange lady, you know, seemingly quite friendly until, of course, you don't necessarily agree with what she's saying. That's all I can say. You know, very quick to fight back. But you see, Emily's been calling, of course, for resignation, all that sort of stuff, and possibly rightly so. But the other side is, cast your mind back 10 years, and Emily Thornberry decided to literally laugh, mock, take a picture of a gentleman's house which was covered in St. George's flag, our national flag. She thought this was hilarious, of course, so much so the huge backlash ensued and she was forced to resign, something she doesn't really like to be reminded about, as you can imagine. The reason why I bring this up is, as I say, it's a double-sided coin, isn't it, you know? We would have thought we've moved on in politics. It should be about the policies, it should be about what's good for you and I, not a tit-for-tat experience. You see what I'm saying? While Emily's busy bashing, of course, the other competition, and indeed all the other parties, including the Liberal Democrats with Ed Davey, who recently got caught speeding on the motorway, but that's not really an issue. An issue for you and me, we'd be fined. He was fined, but it's swept under the carpet. Ed Davey had a lot to do with the post office scandal, but no, he's refusing to answer about that, very much pushing his lifestyle and, of course, the fact that he's a carer. You see how they tried to manipulate the situation. The point of this video is, I just really wanted to let you know that we know, you know, and I know exactly what these politicians are up to. Well, as I said at the beginning of this, Rishi Sunak made a huge mistake in doing what he did. There are far worse culprits out there, but of course they're not necessarily brought back up in the news, depending on which mainstream media you decide to believe. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.